Hello, it's Empress Lexi. Please like and subscribe. Thank you to those that already do. If you like exclusive content, check out my Patreon and my member section on YouTube. But this particular reading is for Jaidyn and Alexis. I'm trying to just stick to what they have going on as far as the astro transits for 2026, but I still have to incorporate Krishan Rock and Krishan Jesus and what I see. But this is mainly for Blueface and Jaidyn Alexis. And the extended version will be on my Patreon. So, like, it's a lot. Like, towards the end of this year into 2026, it's just gonna get crazy. Just a 2026 breakdown for Jaidyn Alexis based on the tarot cards I pulled, astrology, what the energy feels like to me. By month, where I looked at everything for, especially around mid 2026. I see legal drama, possibilities around legal dramas, possibilities around emotional shifts and public media fallout. But it's still a heavy emphasis on Krishan Rock's energy and Krishan Jesus. You know, that type of thing could spike chaos because of that particular dynamic as well. Now the card I pulled for January 2026 was the Justice Reverse. February. The energy for January 2026 is Justice Reverse. February 2026, the heavy energy was around the September Saturn and Neptune conjunction that I see specifically around February 20th. And then March 2026, I pulled the Five of Wands specifically for that month. April 2026 is the eclipse season. So I see, like, you know, for them, the energy looks like a strategic shift. Then May 2026, I saw like a tower. June 2026 looks like Jupiter will finish the Cancer transit and they're going to be affected by that. Overall, just looking at everything I've seen and know who will win in 2026, if I had to pick a winner, I'm going to say Jaidyn, and she plays it smart legally. Whatever that energy I see, because the Queen of Swords did show up in some of the spreads I pulled out, and she's a Libra placement, so Queen of Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placement. So whatever they got going on, she may be the winner on that side legally, or even with karmic justice, with coins or control. I would say she needs to not get baited emotionally with whatever that energy is, because I feel like there could be different scenarios, and I'm going to do a breakdown of that on Patreon. Blueface, I've looked at everyone's chart with this person and this person, done tarot readings, and it still comes up to the conclusion where Blueface is going to face a karmic reckoning. If he resists accountability, he's going to have some issues with legal losses, public fallout. I see him having issues. Krishan Rock, she's the wild card. It could go either way with her. I'm going to do further breakdown. I kind of explain what could go which way with her and why she's the wild card. Just be honest, she could be weaponized or purposely cause unintentional chaos, but by summer of 2026 she's either dragged in it or ghost out. So that energy has come out in the other readings for her too. So whatever she decides to do, she's definitely the wild card. Then I also want to look at what is the legal energy more so centered around Blueface. And then I wanted to see what would be Krishan Rock's interference angle. I got a lot of energy around like legal war zone meets spiritual karma, just with the astrology, the tarot, and just the energy I'm picking up. That's what I saw. Overall energy, what I would name the Blueface's legal path for next year is the reckoning of the trickster. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. I'm going to highlight the astrology and what it looks like to me. I'm going to go into details on Patreon. So he has the Saturn, Neptune, and Aries, which is that February 20th date. Then he has Jupiter squaring his Aquarius sun until June. Then there's the Saturn squaring his natal placements, Mars, Mercury, and Cancer, Libra. to pull some tarot cards for him and on that energy as well. I got the Nine of Swords reversed, the Seven of Swords, the Tower. My prediction, I would say something's gonna happen around spring 2026 and summer 2026 looks crazy. I'm gonna go into details about that on Patreon. Now, with Krishan Rock's interference, is giving the wild card weapon. It could go either way. Now the highlights, astrology highlights with that is her Chiron and the North Node transits around Aries and Pisces next year. She also, her chart may possibly include Gemini, Virgo, or Aries placements. So that was going to take some play. That's going to have an effect. 2026. The tarot cards I got for her was the High Priestess reverse, which has come out a lot. The Devil, which keeps coming out, and the Page of Wands. My predictions as far as her interference with that is between February and April is going to look interesting for Krishan. I'm going to say that for Patreon. I'm going to say that for Patreon. So just a breakdown. I see legal possibilities, legal outcomes. Got some astro connections, public impact. There's some warnings for both Blueface and Krishan and for Jaidyn, but it's not as serious as for these two. And I get like, outside of Krishan Rock being a wild card, there's going to be some wow moments for 2026 for Blueface and Krishan. Okay? Final prediction, I keep saying in these readings that 2026 is Blueface's reckoning. I'm not saying that Krishan and Jaidyn Alexis is not gonna have some issues. They are, but it just feels like Blueface is gonna get his booty handed to him, and possibly in court and in public. Krishan, she's the matchstick. Her interference may destroy his legal leverage, even if it's unintentional. She may not even be doing something that can actually hinder him legally. Jaidyn, I'm not gonna lie, she might just actually walk away the cleanest if she has a strategy, if she keeps the strategy sharp and she keeps her mouth shut. Energy is fluid, people do what they want. This is just what I see. Child, 2026 is not a drill. It's not going to be a drill. It's literally a karmic court room with Blueface, Jaidyn Alexis, and Krishan Rock, where they're all going to face some heat. Yeah. That Saturn and Neptune crashing into his chart in February just gives no more illusions. His public image, if there's anything left of it, it's going to be on life support. And with the tarot, the Tower, and the Seven of Swords, play stupid games, you're going to win stupid subpoenas, literally. Jaidyn Alexis, girl, I would say it's time to get strategic or get scorched. You're going to get caught up in the flames. That would be what the universe would be telling her. Her being in that Queen of Swords energy, she's in her own energy. That's the Queen of Swords is someone upright that sets boundaries, that's logical. So it's now time to be strategic. So she will only win if she keeps her emotions out of it. Maybe she will need a lawyer. I do see emotional breakthroughs through shared assets or because of shared assets. So she may possibly come out with more than just a peace of mind. But I hope she keeps it classy and not chaotic and walk away with the bag. Krishan Rock, the wild card, definitely. She's a ticking time bomb. I've looked at every different scenario, but with her, you just never know what she's gonna do. So she has a big interference in what's going on with Blueface and Jaidyn Alexis in 2026. And for her, like I mentioned earlier, I had the Devil and the High Priestess reverse. March and April looks crazy for her. Timeline warnings, February 20th, March through May, and June. Looks crazy. So I get like this legal love triangle. There's no clean winner, but Jaidyn may be the cleanest. Just the person who knows when to stop talking and start lowering up will win. So stay tuned to that. Yeah, so I'm gonna go further into details on Patreon about this. It's because it's a lot of details, but I see karma for Krishan and Blueface, but the dynamic between Jaidyn, Alexis, and Blueface is like A spiritual test and karmic reckoning is what I would call this. So that's what I have. If you like the extended version, check out Patreon. Bye.